Alright, so I finished washing my hair, and I also wanted to talk a little bit about how I wash it. I can't show you because I'm not trying to be naked on YouTube, so I'm gonna try to like demonstrate it. But basically I take the shampoo bar and kind of like put some here, put some here, and put some here, and like kind of rub it in the middle. And then when I'm washing it, I'm not doing this pile your hair up on top of your head, kind of tangling up your hair crazy thing. I'm kind of just sticking my fingers in there and just rubbing my scalp. That's what you're trying to clean when you're shampooing. You're just rubbing your scalp. Then I'm running my fingers. I don't have any shampoo on, so I can't do that right now. But everything, excuse me, is kind of in a downward motion when I'm washing to kind of like stretch things out instead of bunching everything up and making it all tangly. So when I'm rinsing it down and kind of stretching it out, running my fingers through it to keep it somewhat detangled. I just use my fingers to detangle while I'm in the shower. So right now, I'm going to part it into 4 sections. Use my giant comb. And as far as like hair typing stuff, which I don't really like anyways, but I'm sure someone might ask eventually. I'm a 4A, I think. That's just, yeah, 4A. I don't really see, I know some people say that like the typing, can like help with like product stuff and styling techniques, but the thing that kind of, my argument against that would kind of be that just because you know you can have 5 4A people and they can all still have different hair types, or 5 4B people and their hair can still be totally different and react to products differently. So I guess you can use the 4A, 4B, 3B, whatever system kind of as like a basic guide. But I'd say kind of figure out what works for your hair instead of worrying about what works for other people's hair, because it may not work for you. Because you have some people who are 4As and they're really, really like fine hair, or like me. I think my strands are medium, but I have some dense, I have lots of strands on my head. But, so it just depends. So let's get this last section. So I don't really do any combing until I get my 4 sections because it just makes life a whole lot easier. So I get my knot today, and I just start in a random section. Put about that much on there. I hope you can see that. Kind of rub it in, like I said, a downward kind of motion, keeping things detangled. Then I just kind of start at the bottom, little sections at a time. It sounds horrible, but it's really not that bad. So, you know, I kind of start at the bottom always, and slowly work your way up. Don't ever start from your roots and comb down, because you will rip your hair out. So, it doesn't really take too much time, but I'm also being extra gentle, and my hair is not very delicate. Like I said, I have very thick hair. But it's not hard for me to deal with because I've always had to deal with it. Okay, so when I can kind of run the comb through it, that's when I know it's good. Then I take some kind of oil. Avocado oil is what I'm using now, but I use jojoba oil sometimes too. Kind of rub it in there because the oils don't really moisturize. So I'm getting a little sciencey on you guys because I told you I was a medical student. The water molecules are small enough to go into the hair shaft, but the molecules in oil are too big to actually go into your hair. But what they do is they do coat your hair and kind of give you like a little slip, so it's easier for you to detangle. And they coat the hair and keep the oil, keep the water inside of the hair. So it's kind of like seals in the moisture. Some people use the solid, like shea butter. That's an oil also. It's just a saturated fat. That's why it's solid. The liquid oils are non-saturated fats. That's why they're liquid. But anyways, that's enough science knowledge. That's how I do it, and I put it in like a little thing for right now. So I don't want to sit here and let you watch me do all of this, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I put my hair in lots of really big twists. I did about 3 in the back sections on both sides, and 2 in the front sections. and it's gonna vary. Like if you wanted to, just to allow my hair to dry, kind of stretched out, but not like straightened. Like if I were to braid it, it kind of makes my hair kind of straight. But yeah, it's gonna vary for different people. My hair is really thick, so I have to do more braids than somebody with a finer texture of hair. And it's only armpit length when stretched out, so someone with longer hair will probably not need to do as many twists. Someone with shorter hair might need to do more twists, so it varies. So I'm gonna go to sleep and let these dry, and then I'll show you how I do my the dry two strand twist tomorrow.